Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is. I swear I've been so busy, but welcome to my page. My name's Amber. And we're gonna talk, we're gonna craft, we're gonna look at some stuff, we're gonna drink coffee. We're gonna have a good time. So if you are on the replay, you can always skip ahead to the actual project. If you actually got this kit and you wanna watch the replay, just skip right on over it, okay? Just skip on ahead to where we're not doing all the chitter chatter, you know. Hello everyone. I feel like it's been forever. That's what I put in the caption. I was like, I think it's been forever. Let me pull this up. I had to charge my phone. It has like 9% battery. Hello everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see some people are joining. I got my markers. They came today. I just literally opened them. They were in a box. Well, they were in a bag. Then they were in a box. And they were in another bag. And then I opened them and I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna do it with everyone else so that they can get that way. It's like, you know, you get the real, you know, like reaction, I guess. That would be the word. Hello, still digging out from the snow. You got, oh gosh, more coming tomorrow. Well, that's a bummer. It's been really cold here, but it's been actually really nice. Peggy, I am doing fantastic. Well, I've been really tired this week. I don't know what happened. Like Monday, I worked until like 10:30 at night. I did not get home till 10:30. And, which yesterday we released all of our, like last night, we released all of our new collections for like this year, like our first round of new stuff for this year. So I've been working tirelessly on that. And then there's a bunch of stuff that hasn't even been released yet that I'm still working on because there's so many collections that we have to add stuff to. So today I worked on Spindle inserts. So it's just, I'm doing things as I can. So when we did our new release, I did a lot of new add-ons, the little add-ons. So I worked on that and it's like, I can do little bits at a time. So I just feel like I'm constantly just like making stuff and not really like making stuff. But we have a lot of really fun new stuff. I'm going to do the hot air balloon tonight. This actually was a request from a customer on Etsy. And so she reached out and said, hey, could you do a Spindle hot air balloon? And I was like, I bet I could. So it took me a few hours to do it. And I think the outcome is just fantastic. So that's what we're going to craft tonight. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Great for nursery, outdoorsy people, for a cabin, a vacation home, something just a little fun. So that's what we're going to do. And I have a colors picked out for that. But today my markers came that I ordered like forever ago. They actually came from China. They did not come from like an Amazon warehouse. So maybe yours will come a little bit quicker if you ordered yours. I don't know about you, but that's what my experience was. So hello everyone. I do feel like it's been forever. I was telling you that Monday I was there till late. Then Monday I got home. I could not go to sleep. And then I finally got to sleep and I had to be up at like, I think it was like 4 o'clock, 4:15. So I woke up at 4:15 and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I had to pick my dad up at his apartment by 5:30. So I had to like get up, and you know, I'm not a person who can get up in the morning and just be like, I'm ready to start my day. Not I. I need to like get woke up some more, get woke up a little bit more. And then be like, do I really want to go make some coffee? Am I really want to go out? You know, I don't want to get up out of this bed. And so, and then I'm like, well, I guess I probably should get dressed. Well, I guess I probably should fix my hair. I guess I probably should go start the car. You know, I am one of those slow morning risers. I am not a rise and shine person at all. Not at all. So I'm definitely not a morning person. I am absolutely 100% a night person. So I was up super late, didn't get a lot of sleep. And then the whole day I did not get home the next day until 9:30, I think it was. And I was just so tired. Monday I took pictures until I literally could not take pictures anymore. I was just so done. And then yesterday, it was just, April had an appointment in Savannah. We went to Target. I got really cute stuff from Target. It's at the warehouse. I'll have to show you guys. They have a really cute little shelf. So I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures that I post a lot of the same. I try to make the photos of the kits that are blank very neutral, and I use a lot of the same decorations so that it seems more balanced and not busy. So a lot of the times when you see the pictures of our wood cutouts, it's a lot of the same cutting board in the back, the same plants, a lot of the same Christmas things. That way it just stays very consistent in the way that it looks, so that when people are scrolling and looking at stuff, you know, you get a vibe. It's the way that I've just created the brand of how we present things. So there's this little arched shelf that I got from Target. It's like a tier, it's not really a tier tray, but it kind of is. And I think I paid like $5 for it at Target. And it's it's so cute. It's got a black arched handle that goes like all the way to the bottom. And it's got a bottom shelf and like a middle shelf. It's so cute. And it's not like super small, but it's small enough that I can fit a lot of things and layer stuff that goes together and fit it all in the picture and not have to be like so far away, because I like up close pictures. So I didn't find one of those, which I've been looking, because around this time is when I found that. And I thought, well, maybe they'll bring it back. Well, they didn't bring it back, but they have a basket that's got this little pocket opening at the bottom where you could like put stuff in there, and you could make it like a tier tray set if you wanted to. It's so super cute. And it's got the removable top on the basket. So I'm going to use it for like layering and stuff. And so I got one of those, and then they had some cutting boards, which we just released a set of different variety shapes of cutting boards that are like 8 inches, or they're really nice. But I found this cutting board that was a Valentine's cutting board. It's like it's got the paper utensils. It's not useful, whatever. But, so I got the cutting board, and then I also got a bread board. I got a breadboard there too that I thought, man, that'd be really fun. Let me go see if it's here. Hold on a second. I'm going to show it to you. Hang on. Let's see. What did I do with it? Is it here? I don't know what I did with it. I honestly don't. I have no idea what I did with it. I had set it on the counter. I don't know where it's at, but it's it looks like a bamboo board, but it's really cool. It's got the little slots. It looks kind of like a pallet, but it's got the catch underneath so that when you cut your bread on it, it'll catch all the crumbs, which I thought was really fun. Will I use it? I don't know. I have no idea, but so we went to Target. I got Avery's birthday gifts. She's going to be 6. I cannot believe she's going to be 6 years old this month. And then I don't remember what else I got. Oh, I know what I got. I got gummy vitamins and gummy beets. So I got that. The vitamin pills I've been taking have just been giving me such indigestion. And since I quit taking them, I've like been indigestion free. And so today I did the gummy vitamins, and they actually did pretty decent. So hello everyone. What's up, everybody? Hello. I see you guys. Good evening. Hello. There's my comments. My comments are finally starting to show up. It was just a lot of people are watching and not a lot of people are talking, but they just started popping up. This one's in your cart. That's so awesome. I love that. Sounds like the one you got for the mini succulents. Probably. Yep. I actually took the picture, I believe, of the mini succulents on that one. Hello. I'm retired now, so I move slower because I can wake around 8 a.m., which the news is about 8:30, and then you move to the bathroom and then dress and put on makeup and you make your bed. I don't make my bed. Some days I'm like, I feel like making my bed. Most of the days I'm like, it's okay. No one's even going to come in here. So, Get to front of the house to say good morning, and that's 10 a.m. I mean, that sounds about like me. I'm not a morning person either. Cold weather, yeah. No, I'm not a morning person. What do the beets taste like? Cherry. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. This is what I got at Target. Now, you can shop CVS, you can shop the supplement places, you can go get your, here's the thing, not a doctor, not a professional, just a real human, okay? So I'm gonna probably get all kinds of feedback from people that are like, oh gosh, you shouldn't have got those. You know what, everybody can shop for their own self. That's how I feel. So I got these from the Golly brand, or Golly. And this is the Women's Complete Multi Gummies. And so this one, this one still tastes like vitamins. It's not good. But the beets, let me tell you. So this is good for cardio, because y'all, I told you, I've been on this, journey of lifestyle change. Tonight we had, I'll show you that recipe in a second. We have a lot to talk about, this is for good for cardiovascular health. Since my doctor told me that I have cardiovascular disease, I'm not really happy about that. But nevertheless, the beets, they smell like cherries. They smell good and they actually taste good. They don't taste bad. So if you're like, I don't like beets and you want to get the benefits from it, this is 100 milligrams of CoQ10 right here. Doesn't taste like fish oil or anything like that. But it is a really good, it's really surprisingly good. It almost is like, is this really beets or is this candy? They're really good. So I did get this one, and then this one is horrid. This one's horrid, but it did not give me any indigestion or heartburn today. So I was very happy about that. But for 3 days, I didn't take my multivitamin and I was just fine. Something about that multivitamin, the whatever that is, just did not agree with me. So love it. The blanket. Oh, where did you get the blanket? That blanket, I have no idea. Probably at either Home Goods or the at-home store or Kirkland's. Possibly at Kirkland's. I don't really remember where that one came from. It possibly came from Kirkland's. I'm trying to remember back. Maybe it was Kirkland's, because I feel like I did a video there when I got that blanket. I feel like that's where I got it. We're gonna get hammered with snow. Y'all, everybody is talking about the fires in California. Please keep those people in your thoughts and in your prayers. There's so many people impacted by that, and it is complete devastation for so many people. I could not imagine. You love the Crafty Crate. I'm so glad. That's our spring craft. Bought the taco protein chips at Target, used cottage cheese as a dip, and it was good. Ooh, that sounds like a good idea. I'm supposed to start snowing again. Oh gosh, it's supposed to get snow in North Georgia. How did the companion pets work out? They love them. Love the blanket. Everybody loves a blanket. I believe I got it from Kirkland's. If you Google black and white checkered or tartan plaid or plaid blanket, that's probably, you'll probably find where it came from. Let me get my glasses and I'll tell you what this says about the beets. It says, nature's great superfood, CoQ10 to support heart health, and B12 to support cellular energy production. It just says they're made with CoQ10 to help support cardiovascular health. They also contain vitamin B12 to support heart healthy cellular energy as well as beetroot extract, one of nature's great superfoods, and it is the formula to be pumped about, apparently. Pretty unbeatable, if you ask us. I mean, that's pretty clever marketing. It's a great little marketing. Your room is such a disaster. You use the beets. I don't like beets at all. Don't like beets at all. Carbs. There is 4 carbs in 2 of these, which I only did 1. So I take women's vitamins and gummies. Might try the beets, definitely. I look bright and cheery. Must be doing all right. I will say this, I have ate so much salad that I cannot even I just can't even. But I don't mind it. Sugar, 3 grams of sugar, and I mean, that's all it says. I tried taking the vitamins at bedtime, and then I was up and down in the night. It does have iron in it, yes. You took the apple cider ones. I don't remember if April got those or not. Did you forget to leave the price tag on the blanket? Yes, I did, Tina. I did. Golly is really good. Iron bothers me. Doctors say take vitamins at bedtime so they're not washed out in your system drinking fluids. That's probably a good idea. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Well, 18 this morning. Gonna try a new cottage cheese bagel bite recipe. Ooh, that sounds good. We can pickle beets. They're so good. I just can't get past the consistency of them. So are the beets a replacement for fish oil? Yes, that would be my understanding. Does the blanket have fringe on it? No, it does not. It does not. Your sister's in Tennessee and already snowing. Ooh, gosh. Good gosh. How is the GLP treating you? I'm doing okay. I don't really have any issues with it, I guess, because I'm not, like, I've noticed, I'll tell you about it here in just a second. You gotta get your blood work done tomorrow. Worried about it will be. Since I've lost 757 pounds, blood pressure dropped super low. Doctor took you off her blood pressure medicine. May mean you just don't need it anymore. It may mean you just don't need it anymore. But let me go get this. I want to tell you about this recipe. Okay, so today we had this like tropical, oh, let me go get it. I forgot to get it. Oh, goodness. Okay, this is the cookbook. Let me do the little wand so you guys can see. This is what it looks like. If you guys want to screenshot that and go find this one, this is what we did the, sorry, it's backwards, so my finger is here. Okay, so this is what we did. Let me get all of that in so you guys can take a screenshot of that if you want to. This is what we had. Okay, it's crockpot tropical chicken, and we had this, she made it in the crockpot and we ate it on a salad. We had balsamic vinaigrette dressing. I had balsamic vinaigrette dressing, and it was really good. And this is what we had this evening. And then, so this is really good. I ordered a cookbook for, oh my gosh. I'll tell you what I got. I can't remember what it's called. Amazon. I got it on Amazon. Go to my purchases. I ordered it this morning, so it should be here tomorrow. This is 30-minute heart healthy meals. Sorry, this is the one I ordered. Literally, I ordered it today. I ordered it today. And I got the paperback one, and it's 30-minute heart healthy cookbook meals. And then I also got the this one is the Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease Cookbook. So yeah, so that's what I got. Those two cookbooks, I ordered those today. So they'll be here at some point. But we've had a few things out of this one. But the Crockpot Tropical Chicken was really good. It was really good. So anyways, anywho. You need that cookbook, you're diabetic. You're expecting 3 to 5 inches. Ooh, goodness gracious. I was taking your vitamins at night. So one of the things I have been having issues with is like, which I have it in spells, is like restless leg. And it's been a couple nights in a row, and then it won't be an issue, and then it is an issue. And so I'm like, ugh, I don't know what that's from. Books can be so beneficial. This hot air balloon is going to be so adorable. Debbie, if we get to it, I'm going to do it. But I feel like I've not been here in like days. And Facebook has really changed the algorithm on my Facebook page. I'm not really sure why, but they're telling me like, upload reels to get your content seen by people, by your audience, by your followers. And I'm like, so are you pushing reels? Because I'm not one that does a lot of reels, but it's the game you have to play, apparently. I really like to post my photo pictures because I love to take pictures, and I really would like to be live because I like to talk a lot. But Facebook is like, nah. Oh, goodness. What kind of beats do you take? What kind of beats do I take? It's a gummy. It's a gummy. All right, I'm putting these in this little container over here real quick. And then I'm going to show you these markers that came. Remember I told y'all I ordered the 168 markers? Well, they finally arrived today. I'm going to stick that over there because my little container is like full. How's my dad feeling? He's doing good. He had to go have a procedure. He had a colonoscopy and had to have another one done at the hospital because they had to do some removals and biopsies and stuff like that. So Facebook is always changing. Every year they change something, and sometimes it's just not for the best of everyone. But, you know, they make you jump through the hoops and stuff. But coffee with just creamer. I am improving. I'm doing better. It says love my peeps. I figured Easter's coming soon. Not really, but we're pretending. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. We're going to come back to it. Also, at Target, I got these two. Y'all, this is just stuff I bought. This is just a notebook. It's a blank notebook. I'm a note taker, so I needed a new notebook. And then this is like a planner. It's really cute. It's got this little clear cover on it, which you may or may not need. You could probably take it off. But it looks like this. And inside it has like your week at a glance. So if you're like tracking stuff, I really wanted to start tracking like things, doing some planning stuff. And I know I'm a little bit into January, but I feel like this is going to be really helpful. So it's never too late to start something. So I did get those, and these were $3. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So let me tell you about these markers. So Not sponsored, just want to say that. I bought this with my own dollars and then they mailed them to me. So I was on TikTok, scrolling, watching tutorials like I always do because, you know, I'm not like everyone else who's like, let me watch, you know, all this other stuff. I like to watch tutorials of stuff. And so I was watching tutorials and this lady was doing something and I was like, oh my gosh, what is she using? Oh my gosh, I have to go straight to Amazon. So I was like, oh my goodness, they have 168 markers. Do I need more? Probably not. But I could not resist, you know? If I'm gonna buy stuff frivolously, it's probably gonna be craft supplies. So I got these in this case, which I absolutely love. I wish these came with it, with this case. I really do, but it doesn't. It comes in this box. There is no handle, but you can totally make yourself a handle if you wanted to. And these are very comparable if you have the Arctic markers that look like these. These are the acrylic markers that I got a while back. I have used the mess out of these things and I love them, okay? But I feel like 60 is not enough. Why is 60 not enough? I don't know. Why do we have so many paint colors? I guess it's just the creative brain or whatever. So I'm like, I need to get these. So I got these in this box and they are just like these. These are a lot nicer quality. I'm going to be very honest with you, but you can only get 60. They only gonna come in 60. This is the quantity that you can get. This is Shuttle Arts brand. This brand is right here, Guangna. This is their brand. It's a free ink system, rich colors, flexible tip, acrylic brush marker, and it shows you what it looks like. And it basically says non-toxic brush tip, strong coverage, water based, and it says recap after use, marker needs to be stored horizontally. It says that it is good for paper, timber, rock, ceramic, glass, and canvas. So it's good for a number of things. It also has all of these colors. See, this is what I loved most about this is the color shades. I wanted all the shades. Do you know how many paint containers this is right here in this box? A lot. So I decided I was gonna get these markers. Now I'm gonna tell you right now that these markers right now on Amazon are $115. You don't wanna pay $115, don't do it. They have other quantities that you can choose from, but if you're gonna go lower than the 168, get you this one. It's 60, but it's got this carry case and it's really awesome and I really like those. However, these are pretty fantastic, okay? So it comes like this. You open it and it's on the side. So it opens on the side like so, okay? And you can swatch your colors on your box. I don't know if you guys can see that. Now I am going to swatch these, not tonight, but I'm gonna swatch them. I love that it comes with the extra little replacement tips for your markers in case like they get overly used, like I overly use things sometimes. So yes. And then you have this little flap here that keeps them in so that you can put your lid back on like so. So this is actually the bottom. No, this is the back. This is the bottom, I think. I don't know, but it comes like this. And as you can see, when you're lifting, you can pull out your markers like so. So when you pull them out, it's a nifty little system where they all get kind of pulled out and you can like see the little shades. And then when you're done, you can just push them back in to your box like this. So all I've done so far is open this box. I have not even like used any of these. And I also am not a fan of the fact that I don't know that these are in color order. They look like they're not in color order. So I think that I'll probably have to do that at some point. But this is what they look like. You can see they have a little ball in there and you can see the color inside there. You see how that looks? And then you've got your color on the top, and it looks pretty close to the color on the lid. And you just shake them. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this on. What number is this? I don't know. What number are you? I can't see. I can't see. Hang on. I have my paint colors picked out for our craft tonight. This is 672. Oh, this is a little tight on there. 672. And this is what it looks like. And it's freely flowing into that top there. I think that this is pretty normal for it to do that. So 672. Oh gosh, they're not in order. Why would you do that to me? 672 is where? 672, 672. This is 672 right here. So, that is the color, and it's not dry, but I don't think that these lids always match, but just stick it down there. But anyways, so you can swatch it on your box, and then when you're all done with your, you know, whatever, the lid, the box doesn't go on like this. The box goes on. Let me dry this really quick and I'll put the lid on so you guys can see it. It's really good coverage, I will say that. And that is a pretty color. All right, so see how the side goes on, and then you take and you put your lid on over the top. And that's how it stores, like that. So I'm excited to use these. I'm not going to use these tonight because I just got them and I haven't really had a chance to like know any of the colors. So I just wanted to tell you that they did come. Maybe tomorrow we will swatch these and like take a look at what they're like. I will say I wish that I could get 168 markers in this awesome case. That would just make my day. So I just might be on the hunt for where I can find a case like that. So these did come and I am in love with them already. In love. I'm going to stand them up right over there. So love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Between 671 and 673. Oh gosh. It was upside down, so it was hard to see. Did you ever create your own color set? Victoria, I was talking to a company. In fact, I was talking to that company right there about making markers for me and manufacturing them. It's not that company there. It's the company that makes those markers. And basically what they said is that in order for me to have them manufacture them for me, that I would need to order like 3,000 units, and that would be in order to get them at a profitable price. And I'm like 3,000 units. I will really want to invest in 3,000 units. I'm gonna think about that. So basically, I just decided that until the business grows, that I can invest that kind of money into something like that. And the thing is I don't take loans out. I am my own bank essentially. So I fund my own, I'm self-funded. And so the business just keeps funding into itself and what we invest in. And so I'm like, that's a lot of money to tie up into a 3,000 of a product. And I just didn't feel comfortable doing that. But I really want to. I really want to have my own markers and paintbrushes and paint. Well, we have our own paintbrushes, but they're just manufactured by another company. But I would love to work with a company and like make my own colors, and it's the customization. If I just had them repackage that box right there with my information on it, it would be a lot less. But because I wanted to formulate my own colors, and you know, I get it. They've got to set their machinery. They've got to do like pigmentations. They've got to do like color swatching, and it's a lot. And so I just decided that I was not ready. And so I still did the trademark of the name. I still did all the things, and I own it. It's not like it's going anywhere. I can revisit it at any time, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So it's okay. Shelly, if you go to the link, if you go down to the chain link, there's a little chain link down below. There are links there, and I believe one of those links is to that exact box that I purchased. I went to my purchases, got the direct link to that one, and because I saw when I was looking that they do have one for $143. It's not that one. It's the $115. But I got them when they were $80. They were $80. Artix is really good too. Do you lay that box? I did not. Let me lay it back down. I stood it up. Listen to me. I read the directions and didn't read the directions at the same time. I didn't pay attention. Is a unit a set of markers? Yes. So it would be, if I wanted to get 168 markers, I'd have to buy, that is a unit of 168. So each unit, and it depends. Sometimes they list, when you go to these manufacturers, sometimes they list a unit as one marker. So when it comes to sets like this, the set is a unit. So I would have to get 3,000 of those, or whatever it is. Yes, it is. I wish you would do a dryer. Like a heat tool. You did your lampshade kits, but it wouldn't let you post it in the sharing page. I know there's some moderation turned on in that group. So just make sure that when you post it, if you do any edits, it also will send me a notification that the edit has to be approved, because sometimes people like to make a post and they're real innocent, and then they'll go in and then they'll edit the post, and then they'll make it real spammy, and they're like, I have concert tickets, you know, to Taylor Swift. Do you want to buy them? And I'm like, no. No, that is not what we're here for. So anyways. All right, let me get a sip of coffee. Now, my goal is this weekend that I get new t-shirt designs. That's on my to-do list. Let's see. Heat tool, I can't find one I like. Ever since the one that my husband got me, that's the Cobalt, I can't find one either. I cannot find one that I like either, but I did get this one for 15 bucks. I have a pink one too. And I like it okay. It's all right. It's a little louder than I like, and it's okay. I've been using it. You need your own heat tool, markers, brushes, and scissors. It's a lot. I'm so busy right now with so much other stuff that I don't know how I can add anything else to my plate unless I added like another staff of like 10 people. Because I'm not kidding you when I tell you, I just don't have enough time in a day. It's a lot. And then you got to keep track of it, inventory it, do all the things. And then on top of this, just remember, like, I'm the only person besides Michelle who does any of our marketing, our social media, our posting, our campaigning, any of that. It's me and Michelle. I don't have any other people who do that. So then we have to then promote and market a product, you know, to, you know, consumers. And I'm like, it's another product that I would have to market, you know? And so, I don't know. Maybe one day. You went to see Taylor Swift? We went to the movies. We went to the movies and saw the Eras tour with Avery. She was so funny. Her and her mom, and everybody was singing and dancing in the theater. It was a lot of fun. And her shows are always very entertaining. She's a very good entertainer. I don't know. I'm not an entertainer. So I just don't know how a person just can constantly keep up the personality, you know, the stamina for that stuff. I just don't know. It's just not your big heat gun, right? No, it's not. You have the same one in pink? I have another one. I have that one in pink too. I do. All right, so in the past few weeks, actually since a little bit before Christmas, maybe, I don't know, maybe it was around Thanksgiving. I don't know. But we've had I've had about, I don't know, 1,500 people unfollow me. But then we've had about 3,000 new people follow. And I'm not sure who those people are. I don't know if it's you. I don't know. I have no idea. But they could just be not real people. Not really sure. Because you know how Facebook is. But in case you're new here, obviously I talk a lot. Obviously I talk like you're sitting in here with me and I'm just telling you all the things about my day. Just dumping it all out there. And then I feel like if I can clear my brain of all the thoughts and all the stuff and, you know, then I can focus on what I'm going to do. Because I really try when we craft our wood cutouts that I'm hoping that I can either inspire you through color palettes, I can inspire you through the way that I do things, tips and tricks, that you can take something away, whether you buy our wood cutouts or not. I always try to teach something. So if you are new and you are here, I really enjoy the whole experience that I get lost in it sometimes. I just love painting. I love doing any type of craft, whether it's, you know, a cardboard craft, just watercolor painting in a notebook, or drawing something on my iPad. I love any type of artistry. My shirt says peace, love, art. I mean, I just love art. It was my favorite subject. I was in gifted art, probably why I have the business I have today. It's literally, I just love it. So my goal is to, number one, inspire you and hopefully give you a love of art, and that you can find your own, you know, creative element that you have interest in. So I always encourage people to try something. You don't have to have these wood cutouts to try something. You can get a shoe box, you can get a cereal box, you can get a piece of cardboard, you can get a piece of paper, you can get something thrifted, you can get a picture frame. You can use literally anything to practice, because practice makes progress, right? You're not just gonna pick up a paintbrush and be like a magician. Some people are, but you really have to nurture and feed your craft, your hobby, your thing. Like, people practice to improve. And some people are just naturally talented, and some people have to work on being really good at what they do. So we are glad to have you. Hope you enjoy it. And thank you for being here. Thank you for sprinkling. So this is the hot air balloon. So I had a lady on Etsy. She is a customer of mine over there, which I really don't, we don't really send people here to our Etsy shop. We send you guys mostly, most everyone here goes to our Shopify store, because the Shopify store has every product that we offer. The Etsy shop doesn't have everything. There's some things we just don't put on Etsy. There's some stuff that we do. The prices are a little higher on Etsy because the cost to operate on Etsy is a little bit more. But we focus our Etsy shop very much on keywords. So when we list a product, we very heavily keyword it with searchability. So I don't really market it. I don't really drive traffic there. I don't tell people, you know, to go check out the Etsy shop. I do have one. We added it last year or year before last, and every year it is consistently improved, okay? And it's taken a long time. I'm not gonna lie, it's taken a long time, and thank God for Michelle because holy smokes. So anyways, so I had this lady on Etsy. And by the way, just remember on Etsy, they see your product. They don't know nothing about you. They don't know that you have Facebook. They don't know you do any of the things. They don't know anything about me. They just know that I have a product that they want, and then we're going to give it to them. So some of them have newly found out, because we send these insert cards, that, hey, we do videos of this stuff. So they've learned, oh gosh, and now they're like investing. Okay. So the Etsy people are becoming a part of our community over here on Facebook. So if you're an Etsy shopper, we appreciate you. So she reached out and said, hey, I really love your spindle tree. Could you do a hot air balloon? And so I wrote it down in my notebook, and I was like, I'll work on a hot air balloon. I can't tell you how many weeks went by. I just didn't have the time. And then I was like, you know what? I'm really tired of Christmas stuff. So I'm going to work on this hot air balloon. So we've not made a new spindle kit in quite some time. And so I thought, you know, I'm going to add this really fun one to the collection. And so with these spindle kits, these are a lot of fun. Now these are one-dimensional. I would get, they're flat. They are not curved. They're not turned wood, but they have little lines on them that when you paint them and you distress them, they look like they have character. They look like they have curvature. They look like they have some depth to them. So I started working on this, and I found this outline of a hot air balloon. So that's kind of where we started with this hot air balloon. Now, this hot air balloon looks like this, and it has this little basket. And I was like, gosh, that looks so boring. It looks so boring. We need to do something with it. And I thought about putting the spindles going up and down and then curving them and then it really distorted these. These did not look very good curved. So I was like, scratch that. So I just decided to do them this way. Now on here, this piece here glues into this spot. So I etched them on here so that you could see where everything goes, because some of the sizing is very similar. Like this one and this one is very similar in size. And if I didn't put them on here, you might be confused of like what goes where with this weird, you know, shape like this. So I was like, yeah. So essentially this is what it looks like. These are different spindle shapes. And if you don't like, I don't know why you wouldn't like the spindles, but if you decided you're like, I don't like the spindles, you could just flip it over and paint it plain. You don't even have to use the spindles. You could probably use them for something else. But so I decided I was gonna make this hot air balloon, and I wanted it to look really interesting. I want it to have a lot of detail, because think about it, a hot air balloon is very colorful, and it's got a lot of details and patterns, and it's just unique, and you can like see them in the sky from, you know, down on the ground, and you could just admire them. And so I wanted something that had a lot of different bits of character. And so then we ended up with this, okay? These are kind of the outlines. And then I couldn't have a hot air balloon without it being up in the clouds. So I found a cloud shape, and then I just chopped it, you know, and hung it off the edge to make it look like it was floating up in the sky. I mean, it was just brilliant, okay? So when I got all done with it, I shared a picture of my screen of where I was doing this design, and I just was like, gosh, people have no idea what goes into making this stuff. Like it doesn't magically appear. It just has to come together. So I made this from scratch. It took me about 3.5 hours to do, from about start to finish. If I put all my time together, I took a break here and there, but it took me a while. And then the photographing, the, you know, testing and all the stuff, but it came out really cute. So that is what we're crafting tonight, is our hot air balloon. Now this is perfect for a nursery. This is also perfect for just an everyday project. If you want to just, you know, stick it wherever you want, you put it wherever you like. And then these little cloud pieces just kind of go on the edges. And I just want to make sure that everything's here, because we're going to paint this with the colors that I picked. These are little ropes that hold a little basket. Aren't those cute? This is the bigger version of this. Isn't that really interesting how you can shrink these down and it can look like this? It's pretty cool. So this one goes here. That one goes there. And this goes up top. That goes down at the bottom. And am I missing? There's no way I'm missing a piece. How is that even possible? How is that possible? There's no way. Hold, hold, hold. I'm not gonna freak out just yet. Hang on. Hold, plate. Hold, hold, hold. I'm gonna go find my bag because I think it might be in the bag. That is just impossible. How is that even possible? Okay, well, if we're missing that one, I mean, I'll just have to do it without it until we find it. All right, I've got my little easel pieces. All right, let me go get my bag. Make sure that it's not, hang on. Because I had it. Let's see. How is that possible? Y'all, it's like not here. Okay, so I am missing this one. I don't know that you'll be missing it, but I know that it's there because I glued it together and it was there. So I will not paint that one, but I'm gonna paint this little spot so I know what color it should be, but I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. All right, so I don't know that I would want, it's not under, see, it's not under. It's a thick piece. But I was sitting right here when I took it apart, when I took it out of the bag. I don't know where it's at. There are new markers. I just showed them earlier. So let me go over my color palette. And then let me show you this picture that I found on the internet. So this is the one. Oh, by the way, if you're ever missing anything, just send us an email and we will send it to you. All righty. So this is kind of what I saw that I loved the colors of. Somebody said do like primary colors, bright, bold, vibrant colors. I was like, I really love the soft colors of this. And so I think I'm gonna go with this kind of color palette for this hot air balloon. I mean, that is just so cute. So cute. It's very pastel and whimsy. All right, let me pull this back up here. Search for myself. I can't believe I'm missing that. It could be in my car too. I'm afraid of heights, so I'm not here for, you know, going up in the sky at all. All right, so this is why before you craft, always check your pieces to make sure that you have everything, because I'm clearly missing that one right there. All righty, those would be great in a nursery. I agree, but I also like them for the spring. I think that this is really fun for the spring. So this is the colors that I picked, and I'm gonna set them all out, and I don't know exactly which ones I'm going to use, but I did get these all out. And I set them here because I was not sure about shades, and sometimes I like to color mix too. So let's start with the blues. I have these blues here because I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this guy. I needed options. So this one is blue chiffon. This is colonial blue. This one is gray sky. This one, oh, that's white. This is winter blue. Okay, so we've got these here for the blues. I'll just set them right there. For the greens, I have celery green, and I also have light avocado. I feel like we needed choices. Yellows. So I have true ochre, and I also have moon yellow. All right, pinks. So I got these pinks right here. This has got more of like a purple hue to it. This one is gentle heather. I think this is a new color because I got it out of my box in there. I was looking at the different colors. Gentle heather. This is blush pink. I like that. And this one is pink chiffon. So I have those there. And then this is sand gray, but I wasn't sure of like a stark white or a gray, so I pulled that. Then I have like this peachy, you know, warm beige. It's kind of like a peachy color. I wasn't really sure about mixing that in there or doing it like in between. Then I was thinking about the basket. Like, what do I want to do with the basket? So I pulled these browns here. I know this is really dark. This is espresso. And then I pulled fawn and cocoa. And so those were my 3 color choices for the basket. So now you can kind of see like what I have going on here for this hot air balloon. Some of the shades are a lot darker because what if we want to shade? What if we want to add dimension and depth, and we want to like create different values of color? I wanted to have other options than just adding, you know, a brown to a color or black to a color to make it richer. And I'm not going to stain this. So that's the other thing, is it's not going to have any under staining to it. It's just going to be the colors here. And so I think it's going to turn out really good. Hello, hello. Shuttle Markers has a set of pastel markers. I have them in my cart with the others. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. I want to get the flesh markers, the flesh colored markers. I haven't got a set of those. So I am probably wanting to get some of that. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to dump all of these pieces off to the side now that we've kind of got an idea, and we're gonna paint our background. Let's see, I have all of the colors, but 3 of the deco art paints. I love deco art. Absolutely love deco art. Let me plug my phone in because it's gonna die. You should order a granddaughter who's in art school. I love this shirt, y'all. I put it on the Heather Galapagos blue because I felt like it just needed it, but it would be super cute on the mint color. It would be really adorable on a yellow, on a pink, on the orchid color. It would also be really cute on the gray, a gray shirt, and it has a little sparkle to it. It's really, really cute, but This one is a really popular shirt. So if you want to get one, you can go to the shop and order yourself one. All right, so we're gonna start with the background. Obviously the sky is typically blue, so I'm gonna go with a blue hue. And I'm also going to use a white mix. So I'm gonna try to do like a fluffy sky with the clouds, and that's gonna be my vision. And I am going to use a sponge to do it. So I've really been challenging myself to, what can I do with a makeup sponge? I've been practicing and I've gotten really good with my sponges. So if you're not really good with them, you should start practicing. So I'm gonna put some white on this plate. And then I think I need to figure out what color I want to do for the sky. I really, really like this color right here. And that is gray sky. I like that. And I feel like we can add in other bits of the dark colors if we want to. So I'm gonna start with the gray sky and we're gonna go from there. The only one you didn't care for was a black, just because I couldn't see the words. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna load my sponge up with some white paint first. And I'm going to do a white passover, okay? And we're gonna go up and down. Let me scooch back just a little bit more. There we go. All right, we're gonna go up and down for the white. Now, bear with me. So when I do this, here's what to expect. Okay, when you're using a sponge or a paintbrush and you start painting in stripes, what happens is, I'm gonna give you an example on this box. This box right here. All right, so on this box, this is our board, okay? So if I start painting this box and I start doing stripes, the drying process has started to happen. Now, all these little dried lines and edges are gonna dry. As soon as I put paint on top of those little very fine, light edges, it's gonna create double coating. And it's going to change the shade of white to be more like, this has got a little transparency to it because it's not like a full coverage white. And it's going to have a little bit of transparency. And then when I put the next coat over this, anywhere you see these heavier spots of white, it's going to look more prominent, like it's got a double coat on it. This is gonna look less prominent because it's now only gonna have a double coat in a very light coated area. So sometimes when you go over paint and it dries really quickly, you get these lines and there are breaks in between. And one of the ways that you can curb that so that you don't have these paint lines is to wet your surface. It's going to help your paint stay wet longer. I want to get a look that this is imperfect. So I'm wanting to let it dry. I'm wanting to create these stripes so that it creates the layers in the sky that I want it to have. But if you're like, I don't understand why I get these white lines, or I don't understand why I have these stripes in my paint finishes, it's probably what's happening is you're not keeping the flow of paint wet all the time. And the same thing happens when you're painting furniture. People would always get those like lines where it's like they've done a block and they do an area and then they go and they start another area. I would always tell people, you cannot paint that way. You cannot paint in sections. You have to just do it all and keep it all wet and then let that dry and then go over the top of it, or else you're gonna have those transition marks, okay? So this is already dry. And if I go back over it with my sponge, one more time, and I drag back over, you can see, let me dry it so you can see it. I can already see it. You'll see where the light spots were. All right, so I don't know if you can see where, you can definitely tell where all those little spots were, because now I've got little, like, I didn't have as much paint there, and then I put paint over it. So now it built another layer over less paint, and it was like more coverage with more coverage, so it's more prominent. So you can see where I'm having this little splotchy effect. It's very, but it's still good coverage, but you're gonna get that splotchy look to it. So just wanted y'all to know that. Okay, what to expect. Okay, hopefully somebody found that helpful. Y'all probably already knew that, but just in case some people didn't know that. Hello, MJ, how's it going? All right, so I'm just gonna start wherever I feel like it because I'm wanting that look. So I'm gonna start on the edge and I'm just gonna go straight down. And I remember that my big pieces are gonna cover this, but I'm gonna do the whole thing either way. I'm just gonna go all the way down these little stripes. Okay, so I've got some stripes happening. My background. This is where you get to be creative and have fun and just make your sky look like however you want a sky to look. It's whatever you want to do. Okay, so I have a hair there. All right, now I'm gonna take this white. I'm gonna dry this. Hello, 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 hello. Thank you for being here. Y'all have been so busy, but I'm telling you what, we have some of the newest or the cutest new stuff. The cutest new stuff. Oh, you don't see Miss Anna? She was on commenting this morning. I saw her commenting. I am doing Mastermind. It's going to be different. I'm kind of bummed in a way. I'm still thankful because, you know, I'm in a group of really smart people and they're fantastic. But we won't have a Mastermind house this year. And so I'm like, I think what makes Damon's Mastermind so amazing is the Mastermind house. Most people think it's so super weird to go, like, you're going to go stay in a great big house with a bunch of strangers or people you don't really know, and you're going to be there for an entire week together. Yes. It's really weird the first time you go because you're like, okay, this is weird. But you have your own room, you have your own master bathroom. That's what I had when we stayed at the Outer Banks. But, it's being able to, like, have coffee in the mornings, have breakfast, have like conversation time, like ask questions, learn from each other, like troubleshoot things. And then also not even have like business conversations. We just have like real life stuff, you know? So it's just a lot of fun, but I'm telling you, Damon and Parker are the smartest people I've ever met in my entire life. Smartest people. I just can't. And the people in the group are just amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we're going to take and we're going to go in between now these little stripes that we did with the white with another coat of white. And then we're going to do the blue over the top of this. So I'm just going to go down like so. And I'm going to try to do a little bit better coverage in these little areas. Also, I have to drive like 13, 14 hours to Louisiana. It's far. It's far from where I am. And we're probably going to break it up into 2 days traveling there and 2 days traveling back because I just know that I'm not trying to be driving for like 14 hours straight. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I will not fly. Hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, so if you've never been a part of it, I mean, most of y'all don't have businesses. You're just, you know, you don't have a business. Some of you guys do. And it's really awesome because, you know, most people who have a business, they completely get it. People who don't have one don't get it. But it is so important to be in some sort of community of people, number one, that you can trust. Number two, that are smarter than you. You don't want to be the smartest person in the room. That is hands down the best advice that I think I ever got is you want to be in a group of people where you are not the smartest person in the room. That someone is smarter than you. Okay, so see how my sky is starting to look? Oh my goodness, can I pick it up? Can I pick it up? Can I pick it up? All right, so this is how it's looking. It looks really ridiculous, doesn't it? But it's gonna look really good in the end. Hello, Candace. Hello, Kendra. Oh my gosh. I'm not drinking decaf, but I'm yawning, but I will tell you this right now. It don't matter. It does not matter. Okay. So this is the background. Now you could totally go with something like this with the blue if you wanted to do that. And when you put your piece over the top of this, I just want you to see that it doesn't look so ridiculous when you start to build on your background. So even just the random stripes that we did, you can see how it keeps the little stripes. It actually creates a really cool background effect in case anybody wanted to try this. Hi, Betsy. Hello, hello. I think people are smart in different ways. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're in Louisiana. Where is it? I don't know. Oh God. Where is it? That's a good question. It's in, I can't even, like the town is even, I'm drawing a blank. I feel like it's a law something. Drink coffee before bedtime. Hope it's decaf. It's not decaf. It's never decaf. No, that's not true. Sometimes it's decaf. Where is it? Coffee doesn't affect me like that. It doesn't keep me up at night. Cities. Let me just search it. Go back. Cities in Louisiana that start with LA. Because I don't know. Maybe it'll ring a bell. Start with LA. Cities in Louisiana that start with LA. Is it in LA? Lake? Is it a, I don't know. I don't know. I know one of the places, the hotels or Airbnbs that he recommended is in Iowa. Louisiana, I think it is. Let me see, what's near cities in Louisiana near Iowa? Let me click on the map. Lake Charles, I believe. Is it Lake Charles? I believe it's Lake Charles. I think it's in Lake Charles. I think that's where we're gonna be. I'm pretty sure. I just am not certain. Not certain. How are the shots going? You started them last Sunday. I'm not really having any issues, but I'm not having any issues. I feel like look, y'all, let me show you. Do you see my arm? Do you see this? I've not been able to do that in, I can't tell you how long. Do you see this one? Do you see this? This is actually, I had such joint and shoulder pain in my arms and my hands that I could get my arm about like this. And I just couldn't. And my doctor kept telling me, I think it is from your vitamin D deficiency. I think it's from the inflammation. I think it's from all these things. And so I started to be able to I've been exercising and moving my body and doing all the things, and I can put my arms up and I don't have any pain when I do that. Now my hands still hurt really bad, but that is actually progress. Okay. I don't know what my progress will be until I get my lab work done of how the injection that I'm on is helping my blood sugars or whatever it is. He didn't tell me that I needed to check them, but I have the monitors here that I could check them. My thing is my issue is the cardiovascular stuff. Is this injection is supposed to help people who have cardiovascular disease and insulin resistance. So I don't know, but I will say this. I have felt better. So it's been almost 4 weeks, and I will call and check in with my doctor and see what the next, what do we do at this point? Do I need to come back in? Do you need to draw my blood again? What do we need to do? Because it's been 4 weeks. So he said I was going to be on this for 4 weeks. Well, Friday would be 4 weeks. So I don't really know for sure exactly what I'm just following the steps. And so I will send a message through the little portal that I have and say, hey, what do we do next? I'm going to be very eager to find out what my lab work says more than anything. That is probably the most important thing that I'm concerned about is my lab work. And just getting everything balanced takes time, and I have slowly noticed how much better I have felt. Just I eat an apple every single day. I am eating a heart healthy diet. I can't tell you maybe it's been 5 days since I've had coffee. I don't really drink a lot of coffee. I don't drink any sugar. Other than that coffee right there, I don't drink calories. I'm literally doing everything he has said to do, and it's been a lifestyle change. The pantry has had to change. The spices have had to change. The refrigerator has had to change. I've also not been on any dairy. So I have been on, I take that back. I've been doing the lactate milk, and it's been so much better on my digestive system. Let me just tell you that right there. I have had so many issues I swear to you, I'm lactose intolerant. I switched to having like less dairy products and changed. So when people ask the question about like this injection, and I'm like, a lot of people are on this injection just to lose weight. Some people are on it because they're diabetic. Some people are on it because the things I'm on it for. And one of the side effects to the medication is weight loss. So I think since I went to the doctor on December 2nd, I think I've lost like 12 pounds. A lot of it's been water weight. I can't get my rings back on my fingers just yet. I still have a lot of inflammation and it's still in my hands. Not as bad as it was, and my feet and my legs aren't as swollen either. I was having a lot of like edema in my legs and my feet. I get sometimes where my hands get these weird puffy redness to them. It's just inflammation. I don't know why, but this injection is supposed to help a lot of different things. So I have way more issues that I want to worry about than just losing weight, which losing weight makes a person healthier. Obesity is also an illness, it's a problem. So I've noticed the things that are cumulative. And I was telling my mother-in-law this morning about that. I'm like, the less pain in my hands, less pain in my arms, less pain in my joints. I still kind of feel sometimes in the mornings like I've ran a marathon all night long, but I'm waking up feeling a lot have more pain-free mornings than I did, and it could very much be a contributor of the vitamin D deficiency that I have. And I've been faithfully taking all the things that he has told me to do. I have faithfully been doing all the things that he has said. I am not ever going to be the diet police. I do have to make choices in moderation. I'm trying to think, when is the last time I had something that was like not diet friendly or, healthy eating friendly? Was probably when I had the cookie that Avery baked with my husband. I've really, I don't know if you guys have a Zaxby's in your area, but Zaxby's has an Asian salad that is so good. And I've been eating a lot, like tonight I had a salad. My salad bowl is still sitting on the table by this couch here. So I had that chicken from the diabetic cookbook that I showed you. That chicken, we had it on a bed of lettuce with carrots. I had tomatoes. I had the balsamic vinaigrette, and then I had the beet crisps. My mother-in-law got them. They're like crispy beets. They're balsamic beets that are crispy, like crispy tortillas that you could put on your salad or something like that, but they were beets. So I had that on there, and I had a half of a egg in my salad. And that's the chicken that she cooked in the crock pot that I was telling you about that we had on our salad today. So that was what I had. And so it's truly changing the way that you eat, the things that you consume. We've changed a lot of the day I had to go take my dad for his procedure, we went to the Omelet Cafe, and I got an egg substitute on an English muffin because they really didn't have any other things. And I took the cheese off because I'm like, I can't eat the cheese. So, and then I have a protein shake most mornings. This morning I didn't have one because the day got away from me. So it happens. It happens. Not every day is going to be perfect. But I haven't really had any issues at all. I haven't had any problems. The only problem I've had has been with that multivitamin that I was taking. And it just made me so sick. And when I say it made me sick, I would take it with my protein shake, and you should really take it with food. And I wasn't like consuming like food. And so every day I would take this vitamin, and within an hour I would start having this like not feeling good. And so I was like, I feel like it's the vitamin. So I stopped taking it for like 3 or 4 days. And I all of a sudden didn't have these issues. And I felt better. And I was like, oh, but I've got to have that vitamin. So I went and got the gummies. So I haven't really had any problems. But I do know I am feeling better. But is my heart getting better? I think that just takes time. I think it just takes time. And then when I get the lab work back, I'll kind of know about, you know, the pre-diabetic or whatever issues. And hopefully I don't want to become a diabetic. I really don't. And so I'm just being really precautious, but they are my absolute favorite beets. I have to have them on every salad. Ugh. Oh, are you talking about the crispy beets? The little crisp. Let me go get them. Hold on, I'll show you what they are in case you wanted to know. Where are they? Well, they're here somewhere. Crispy beets. They are 1.5 tablespoon, 40 calories. I only got a pinch. I like, because I was not really sure. They are crispy balsamic. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's in the dark color. And it has, total fat is 2.5 grams. Cholesterol is 0, sodium is 35 milligrams, carbohydrates are 4, and there's no protein. There is iron in this and potassium. There is no vitamin D, calcium is 0, and it just says there's iron and potassium in this. So it says delicious with hearty greens, feta cheese, walnuts, yuck, and a vinaigrette. Wrap them up in a fresh veggie for added crunch. Made from fresh beets, right there at the bottom. It says that. And yeah, it's crispy beets, balsamic. And the brand is Fresh Gourmet. I think these came from Kroger. I think they came from Kroger. So that's what they look like. Sometimes if you take a screenshot, you can go to Google and put the image in and it'll pull it up and you can see what stores in your area carry this stuff. So, I mean, it's interesting. But I had that on my salad. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. What did they say about your heart? I have a cardiovascular disease. I just started on a new multivitamin today. It didn't make me feel nauseous. Where did you find them? In the store. Oh, I didn't go get them. My mother-in-law did. Ingredients. Ingredients are beets, niacin. Hold on. I cannot read. Wheat flour, iron, reduced iron, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, sunflower oil, seasoning, salt, white distilled vinegar, beet powder, molasses powder. and natural flavors. It's what it says. And it says contains wheat. That's what it says. Runners use mustard packs. Ooh. All right, we need to craft or we're gonna sit here and talk all night. Oh, and the produce at Kroger. All right, we're gonna use this color here and we're gonna add a little bit of blue to it. Y'all, my plate is already dry from where that white paint was. So we're just gonna put this right on top. And we're gonna mix a little bit. That's probably too much, but I'm gonna drop some blue in there. Some of this bright blue. And a smidge of this dark blue. So I don't want a lot of blue, I just want like a little bit of blue. I could eat a whole can of pickled beets. How do you get past the texture? You could spend all day with me. I mean, sometimes, you know, I try to have a fun conversation. We might not sleep if we ever do it. I mean, I'm telling you, I've thought about doing something like what Damon does and doing like, so back years ago, I was going to do this like women's retreat thing. And then the scheduling did not work out. The place we were going to stay did not work out. And, you know, it didn't work out. And so I really truly thought, you know, wouldn't it be cool to have like 25 people like come to a great big house and like stay for a week and like just to have just like a powwow. Not necessarily like a business thing, not just like a crafting thing, but it could be like, you know, you could have like, because at the mastermind, we have like evening activities that we do. And then we have like learning time during the day. And I thought, gosh, what could it just be for like a self-care, like gathering? I just kind of thought about that. And it's crossed my mind. And I thought, God, that sounds so silly, but it really doesn't sound silly when it comes to it. And I just thought, you know, I'll think about it again some other time. And then I never do anything about it, you know, so, you know, it is what it is. But I definitely feel like, you know, people need sometimes a change of scenery, sometimes a change of like your circle of people. Sometimes you just need to be around other people besides the people you're with all the time, like in your, you know, your home life or your personal life or work life. And you just need to be around other people's vibes and energies and their personalities and their soul, their spirit, just of how they are, that just, it's an experience. And I believe that, you know, God puts people in your life to be a support, like, and not just to be like a selfish, like I need to be, you know, people to serve me and like, but sometimes you just need to feed yourself in a different way. And I feel like so many people have just lost the connection of like the people that we sit in rooms that I'm very much a homebody. I'm very much to myself. I'm very much an introvert. But I am okay being by myself. I'm very much a loner. I'm very independent. But then I also like to be in the room with people who have common interests, and the hours could go by. And some people don't understand how I can sit on these videos for 3 and 4 hours and just lose, like, because I have no concept of time. Because I'm just so lost in the world that I'm in and the moments that I'm in them, that I'm just living my life and having a good time. And some people are like right there with it. Some people are like, dang girl, do you ever sleep? Yes I do. You know what I'm saying? They do, they lift you up. That's right. You know why? Because everybody's journey and walk through life is so very different. and, you know, their encouragement, their wisdom, their whole everything is just, oh, I don't know. It's so hard to explain. It really, really is. But I've thought about that. I was like, gosh, that would be such a fun time to do just like a get together. You know, everybody just stays in the, it's like a carbon copy of Mastermind experience, but not business. That would just be so fun, in my opinion. I would definitely go to something like that. Okay, so I've got my blue happening over that white. And now I'm gonna take a little bit of the white and I'm gonna mix it in with this blue, and we're gonna get a different shade. So it's almost gonna look like a striped background, but it's gonna be kind of like broken up, and it's gonna look really good. It's company without the headache. A few houses in Destin are amazing. They are, but do you know how much houses are in, oh my gosh. Let me tell you, some of them houses in Destin are like, to get a lot of people in them, they're thousands of dollars, thousands. I'm talking like $20,000, $30,000 for the week. Some of them are like 40. It also depends on what your proximity is to the ocean as well, which I love the ocean. I do. Oh, I'm on your list of people. I'd like to meet all of y'all. Y'all are on my list of people I'd like to meet. Every single one of y'all. Here for it. All right. How cute. This is going to be so lovely. I'm trying not to mix the white into all of this because I want to be able to go back and like blend them also. And then let's do this little stripe through here. Okay, so it's a little broken up still. There's some little white spotches coming through. All right, so I use the same sponge, and I'm gonna go back over this, and I'm gonna come back into this blue, the original blue, and I'm gonna mix it in with that one color we just kind of made over here. And I'm gonna go back over this, just kind of lightly, like so, like in between what I just did. I want to get those little hues of the sky. So, you know, the sky is really hard to like recreate sometimes, especially in a project like this. Okay, so I've got this going on here. Let's dry it, and we're gonna go back over it again. Oh, you're going to the Ruffled Daisy retreat? I love Beth. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. Okay, and we gotta remember our balloon is gonna cover up a bunch of that in the middle. All right, so let's take that, go back over this, and just little subtle areas, streaks. All right. Do I like it? I think I do. All right, so this is what I got so far. It looks so insane, but I promise you it's so good. That is too much right there. So I gotta bring back some of that lighter color right through here. I got something in the paint right there. You know what it's like, I imagine like it's floating upward, that, you know, the sky is moving downward. It's probably not how it works, but sounds like a plan. All right, so I'm gonna dry this. You lost 3 pounds slowly, but doctor said it's better for you. That is so good. Congratulations. My doctor said that the slowly losing is the best way to go. So I think last week I lost 2 pounds. I don't remember what I lost the week before that. That is awesome. That is so amazing. Okay, so see how it looks kind of like what's happening right here? I'm not worried so much about this spot right here that's super light, because this is gonna go over this like so. So now the sky looks like this. See, it looks like it's floating upward into this. It's gonna be so cute. In my mind, I have a vision. Okay, so now that we've got our background, I'm gonna sand this just a little bit, and then we're gonna work on the balloon and all the little parts, which won't take us too long, I swear. So I'm gonna sand this just a smidge, just a little, and this is a super light sandpaper, and I'm just gonna go at a diagonal. Just kind of light. Just to kind of knock it back. Then I'm gonna go this way. And now it's really smooth. All right, so that's what it looks like. You can still see the outline of everything and where it goes. All right, let's do our... While we got our white here, let's do our clouds. Let's do our clouds. And that's got a little bit of blue on there. I always have great visions. Well, thank you. I mean, I try. All right. These are our clouds. And I'm not gonna do them, I'm only gonna do one coat on them, because I wanted to stress them just a little bit. So I'm just gonna do like a really light coat. How many clouds are there? Oh, there's another cloud. I missed it. Your doctor told you you're pre-diabetic. My doctor told me I was the same. You used to drink sweet tea and regular Pepsi all the time. Giving up sweets, you've lost 20 pounds. That's amazing, Rhonda. That's awesome. That is like such an accomplishment. I think, you know, it's really hard. Sometimes it's not hard to like get down to like a healthier weight. I think what's really hard is like when you've changed your lifestyle and your weight fluctuates and you're just kind of up and down. That's probably the hard thing, is like the up and down. It's like once you get to where it's a healthy place for your, like, my doctor was telling me about like visceral fats and the fats that are around your organs, and not just like your like arms or your belly or your legs, or like just like your internal stuff like that. It's the whole picture. It's the whole picture. It's all of it. And so I really like my doctor, and normally I just have really not good experiences with dentists or doctors. I don't know why, but I just don't. And he explains things in such a way that just makes you feel like you can do it. And he's not one of those that's like, you know, gonna write you a ticket. He's very, very insightful. What color is the background? So the background is a mix of colors. So I did the Gray Storm first. I put Gray Storm. Then I put in the light blue, which is a blue chiffon. And then I did a smidge of this here, colonial blue. And then I did white. And I mixed it in to create like, you can see like the darker and then the lighter, and then I have the white over here that I would mix in between, and then I just use the same sponge so I can get like a different variation of colors. Okay, so our basket down here is going to be a light color. So I'm gonna do what do I want to do? So I have these three. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I think I want to go with the lighter color for this part. And that is Fawn. Maintaining weight is so hard. Gaining back weight plus more. Yeah, that is so true. That is so, so true. Anxiously awaiting my nightlight cutouts. Got word they have been shipped. Yeah, so we have a lot of orders pulled. My dad had that procedure, so April is the only person packing orders right now. So thank you for your patience. Some orders have like, because we've had stuff like in our inventory already like cut and stuff. Some stuff isn't. So some orders have already gone out and some are waiting on some things. So, all right. So the bottom down here is the basket, and then it has these little like rope connectors. So I'm going to do the Fawn on the background, and I'm doing lighter shades for this. So we've got our basket and our rope. So our basket looks like this, and we can take that and lay it on top of our background and see how it's going to look. So this is our little basket for our hot air balloon. And then like these are the clouds. You see how this is gonna look? And then we'll have our balloon up here with all the little pieces on it. So it's gonna be like it's floating in the sky. It's gonna be so much fun. All right, so those are still drying. All right, now we have our basket pieces. So I was thinking about what I wanted to do for the basket. So I was thinking, do I want to do a darker color or do I want to do a lighter color? So I truly honestly thought about doing the gray color, or I thought about doing a different shade. So where'd that brown go? I have these two. I had another one. Oh, it's right here. So this is the Fawn, and then we have the Cocoa. So I thought about doing the Cocoa over the top of this, and then doing the rope a different color. So this is done. You don't have to do anything else with this. Now we're gonna paint the pieces that go on that. So we need our little rope pieces. This is a rope. This is a rope. This one, and then we need this one. So we need, these pieces are for the basket, and these pieces are for the rope. I am gonna sand these down because I got a little bit of flash on them. And for the rope, I'm gonna do a different shade for that. All right, so I'm gonna do the cocoa. You have a cart full. Well, the discount code is good till Sunday. Don't forget to use your discount code. We sent out a discount code today in our email. We decided to do something a little bit different to try to like get people to join our email list, because if Facebook ever went away, how we contact people. And so one of the things that's on our goal list is to get people, build up our email list so that we can have better communications, better, just making sure that no one, people constantly are like, I missed it. Facebook didn't tell me. We can't rely on Facebook. We send out a lot of emails, not a lot. We send out regular emails to people. I get some emails that I get 5 emails a day from people, and I'm like, this is just crazy. So we send about 2 emails or so a week. Some of them are just kind of like an update. Some of them are inspiration. Some of them are promotion. Some of them are reminders. But we definitely want to work on getting people to join the email list so that we can stay in connection with them. So we sent out a discount code this time on our email list to the people who are there, and they got to take advantage of that. So always trying new things. What works for some may not work for others. All right, so this is the cocoa. It's very orangey, I feel like. So I'm gonna do these down here in this color, and I think it's gonna be great. And if it's too much of the same shade, we'll just add a little white to it, or like a lighter color to like take it down a little bit. But all 3 of these are gonna be the same color for the basket. And now I wanna see what these look like on here. Which one? This one goes there. Oh, I think that's gonna be good. I think that's gonna be fantastic. Look at that. Look at that little basket right there. I don't want them to slide off, but there is clearly a variation of color. So now for the rope, I think for the rope, I'm gonna do a little bit of a darker shade. So these are the 2 colors I use. So this is the basket. These are the spindles. Hello, Jacelyn. Hello, how are you doing? We're just over here crafting, having a good time. My granddaughter's name is Avery, and she is going to be 6 years old. And she is very excited about her birthday. She's gonna have a bounce house. She's gonna have her friends over. She is just gonna have an absolute blast, and she is so ready to turn 16. She's so ready to turn 16. I wasn't going to get the hot air balloon, but isn't it so good? It is so good. It's so good. Okay, so for the ropes, so good. I'm gonna do a smidge of this espresso, because they're not very big. You don't need very much. And I'm gonna get a brush. I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use this brush right here. I'm gonna mix just a little. I just want a lighter, like a darker shade, but not too dark. I think that's pretty good right there. All right, so this is going to go on the rope. I don't want to do it all the same color. I love this. So in case you guys have not seen the new stuff we released yesterday, holy smokes, there's a tiny basket, in case y'all did not know that. There's a tiny basket that fits the add-ons. And I'm very excited, and I'm gonna tell you about this tiny basket probably I'll probably tell you about it here in a second, but we're definitely going to we're going to show all of the craft kits on Friday. So we're going to do a live video. We're going to show all the new stuff. We're going to, you know, let you see everything, tell you about, you know, what goes with what crosses over, what's compatible. That way, you know, you can see in case you're new here or you're not sure. We're going to tell you all about it. But the tiny basket, so who's familiar with the picnic basket, the bushel basket, the flower pot, the crate, the short base, all the slot inserts? The slot inserts are the pail, the wheelbarrow. All of those have that little scalloped scoop with the little slot and the tab that goes in them. And so it's the bigger set. I don't have one here. I took them all to work, but that designer made a tiny version of all of those. And I have bought all the designs. I have all the designs. We've released almost all of them in the larger size. I never intended to do the tiny basket or any of those inserts because I just felt like it was a smaller version of the bigger, and I didn't think people would like it. And so when we did the lantern sitter and I got the inserts, the add-ons for the lantern sitter, and then we made the candlesticks, then we had the bird cage, I was like, I'm just curious. I'm gonna do a mushroom add-on. So I went to the mushroom insert. Everybody has seen probably that one. It's one of my favorite inserts for that collection is the mushrooms. Love it. So I'm like, we need a mushroom add-on for the lantern, the candlesticks, the bird cage. So I went and got the mushrooms to modify it to make it fit the lantern. So I imported the file. I deleted the larger portion because we already have that. And I isolated the tiny set. And I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I was like, in my mind, I was getting really excited because I was like, okay, we have more options. We have more options. If this is really, truly gonna work, we have more options. So the lantern sitter has a very straight bottom. It's a flat surface. And so all the add-ons have to have a flat bottom, like where the tab goes in, it has to be flat. These inserts have a curvature because it follows the curve of the basket. So I was like, well, I'm gonna have to modify these mushrooms. So I started making changes and I didn't resize it. I just kept it the same size and flattened the bottom of the mushroom insert. And I was like, I wonder, I have that tiny basket. Let me go get that file. Let me import it in. Let me see what's going on here. I pulled in that little tiny basket and I was like, stop it. Stop it right now. It is perfect. So I took the tiny basket. Now other people offer the tiny basket and the inserts. My design is going to be very different. I modified the file. So the basket has a flat top instead of that curve. So that way every other insert and add-on for the lantern, the candlesticks, the lantern insert, the birdcage insert, the birdcage, they're all compatible. So all the add-ons that we had previously have that straight bottom. So I had to modify all the new add-ons and take off that flat bottom or take off the curve. And then I had to take the tiny basket and give it a flat bottom and make the opening wide to fit every single one of those add-ons. So if you get the tiny basket and you have the add-ons for the lantern or the candlesticks or the bird cage, they're all compatible. They all fit in that little slot. They all fit in the little tiny basket. So that was hours of redoing all of those designs, but I was very excited. I was so super excited. So yeah, so that collection, now I'm gonna, when I have time, we're still on the busy part of like recovering from December and like our end of the year sale and doing our new release for the first of the year. So probably in February, I'll probably have a little bit more time where we won't be so bogged down and busy that I can go through all of those and make them the little tiny versions so that y'all have more options. And then don't forget, if you have the spindle base now has that slot in the front that also fits the add-ons. So now there'll be all these add-on options for your spindle base that you can embellish at the bottom with your little spindle inserts. Then you have the add-ons for the spindle base that has the lantern or the bird cage. Then you have the add-ons for the lantern sitter, the bird cage sitter, the candlesticks. If you're a subscriber to my Crafty Crate, then you got the house sitter that also these add-ons are compatible with. Isn't that just so fascinating? The crossover is so, I love how there is things that are compatible, where before this didn't work with this didn't work with this. So I spent a lot of time trying to like brainstorm, how can I create multiple crossover with things? And so I'm literally doing my best here. But I'm telling you right now, if you've not seen that collection, it is hands down the cutest. The little add-ons are so much fun. And the mushrooms are adorable. Adorable. Your daughter went out and got you a new puppy, so I would have to get up and down so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, you quit smoking 11 years ago? That is awesome. That is awesome. That is so hard for people. I'm telling you right now, people who have never smoked don't realize how hard it is. Most people are like, well, just quit. Listen, my husband was able to do that, and I admired him so much. I was like, gosh, I wish I could be like him. I wish I could just be like him. He just up and quit. And I was struggling for so long. Okay, so this is what our basket looks like. I love it. I adore this. Okay, so now we're gonna focus on our hot air balloon. Okay. So I think for a hot air balloon, we need a foundation color. We need a foundation color. And I need a foundation color that is super kind of neutral. Let me put the clouds on so I can see what I'm working with here. All right. If you have not seen this in the shop, it is brand spanking new and it is so good. You could even do like tissue paper, napkins. You cannot tell me that this is not, oh my gosh, lovely. All right, so let me think. I'm still missing that one spindle, but I think it'll be all right. So I don't want to do the same color as the clouds. So I think what I want to do, I'm going to get my colors for my spindles together. So I'm going to have a green. We've got a yellow. I think we need a blue, but like a turquoise, like a coastal-y blue. Okay, I'll have to go look for a blue. I think we should do this color here. We're gonna do repeating colors. So let me figure out what that looks like. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could do two. No, we have 3 colors, 3 colors. If I do these 2, no, hold on. If I do, I have an idea. All right, I'm gonna open these up, maybe. Oh my goodness. This does not want to open. Oh, gracious. My goodness gracious. Okay, let me open these. And I'm gonna swatch them to see how, because I'll get to cover that up. So let's swatch green here. Let's do pink here. Let's do yellow here. No, let's do green here, yellow here, pink here. So we've got green, yellow, and pink. It's all the same color now. Hang on. Let's try one more time. We've got green, yellow, pink. Pink. Let me go get a blue. Hang on just a second. Let me go get a turquoisey color. I have this color. It's a little vibrant though. I think if I add some white to it, I might be able to tone it down just a little bit. That's 4 colors. I don't know how I feel about that. We need a lighter shade. Okay, so let's change this. Let's wipe these off. See how easy this is? This is so fun. All right. I love brainstorming. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is the background color is going to be, yellow. Let's do a pale yellow. Do a pale yellow. An orange. I was trying to do pastels. Let's do a pale yellow. Let's mix. That's sand gray. That's not it. This is the white. Let's make a pale, pale, pale yellow for the whole back. I think that's gonna be good. All right, let's mix that. Oh, you just stopped? That's how you quit? I mean, same. Same. I agree. Perfect. Okay. So we got our background color. Let's go ahead and paint the whole thing the background color. I'm gonna lift this off and move it, and we'll come back to that. I feel like we need the background first before we do anything else. I love the yellow. So good. All right, I'm gonna finish the bottom. Ooh, that got a little dark. I'm going the width. Ooh. Okay, love it. Love, 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 love the yellow. Looks the color of your kitchen? You get a phone call? I know it's early for some of you guys. For some, it's late. Okay, so you can still see the lines. All right, let's put this back on here. OMG, yes, yes, and yes. This is so good. Okay, all right. It still might be a little bright yellow, so I might tone it down just a little bit more. Okay, so let's start with the turquoise blue at the top. So let's start with that one. That one is going to be, oh, I can't reach. Ugh. Now remember, I'm missing a spindle. So we're gonna start with the turquoise blue, which is this. And I'm just gonna go right in here. And I'm gonna go right over this. I'm not trying to do like an extra mega coverage, I don't want it to be so vibrant. This is not looking anything like my inspiration photo. What color is this? Shoreline? It's like a coastal-y color. Okay, if we need to come back and add a second coat, we can do that. Okay, let's stick that on at the top after we dry it. Oh, I see a spot. Wrong color. For green color for your living room and kitchen, your husband has paint swatches all over. I like my gray walls. I really do. I think that they're just so perfect for us. Then I'm gonna do, let's see. Let me clean this brush because I feel like I got some colors in there that I don't really need anymore. I can still smell bleach in that bottle. I don't know why, because I cleaned it out. All right. I think I want to do the let's do the warm beige. Let's do that. It's got a little orange undertone to it. And that's gonna be this one. And I'm just using this paintbrush instead of a sponge. I do that lid. Oh, there it is. So I'm just gonna go over this. And I'm using the paintbrush because I want the little splotchy effect. Like the brush strokes. Hold it down. This is gonna be my new favorite. There's some kits that I do that I'm just like obsessed with, I just love, and this is all the Spindle crafts. I just absolutely adore them. They're just so fun. All right. Clean that out. And then we're gonna do a green. Let's stick this on up to, oh my God, it's so perfect. I mean, I just can't. I can't even right now, that's so good. Okay, let's do the green. Yeah, let's do green next, which is gonna be on this one. And that is celery green. Kind of reminds me of the aloe color. Oh, neuropathy. I don't really know much about neuropathy. Isn't it like a nerve? It's like a nerve disorder or something. I don't really know anything about that. This is so good. This would make a super, this would be super cute in a little beach house, in a sunroom, in a nursery, in a kid's room. This would be a good kids craft. Because they could just, Avery would love this because she could just do all the colors and it would just be perfect. Okay, let's set it on here and see what we got. Oh my goodness. Do you see this? Oh my gosh. I feel like this blue does not need to be blue here. I feel like it needs to be like a purple or something. And we might need to move the blue down because I feel like the blue on here is like not creating enough separation. Okay, what should I do? What should I do? Let me think for a second. What should I do? Oh. I know that's the boring moments of like waiting and deciding what to do. I'm gonna leave the blue. I'm gonna leave the blue, and I'm gonna do so I have this one, and I have the bottom. I don't have this piece here. Okay, so if I do a purple here, I feel like that's just gonna not balance it. I feel like I should just repeat those 3 colors, because I really do like those 3 colors. But I also feel like there needs to be a white or a lighter color. And then we could do 2 different colors. I'm gonna do that. Or am I? I can't decide. If I do the purple there, I don't think I'm gonna like that. I'm just gonna repeat the colors I have. I think that's probably the best thing to do, is do that pattern, even though I think there should be like a multitude of colors. I'm not gonna do a multitude of colors. I'm gonna do this one blue. I'm gonna do this one that coastally blue. I gotta clean this brush out. I don't want it to be green. Nerve damage at the in the legs or hands. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. See, you learn something new every day. All right. So I'm gonna do this, the same blue. So I swear there's still bleach in that bottle. I can smell it. And then we're gonna do the warm beige and that green. And I'm gonna paint that spot there just so I can use it as like a marker, so I know what color it needs to be. I'm really sad that I'm missing that spindle. I'm just so disappointed. Can't believe that. It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it does. All right, let's try it. Yeah, we're almost done. You live alone? That's hard sometimes. when my kids were younger, when I was a single mom, I didn't mind living alone with them. But I think as you get older, sometimes it's just more difficult. Oh, neuropathy is very painful. I didn't know that either. Look at the differences in the colors. Why do I feel like this color is very different than this color right here? Look at those two. I feel like I need to repaint that top one to be more like this one. I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna go back over it. See if maybe I can get it to match. I think I have paint in my brush. That could be what the deal is. And that's why it has a little green hue to it. Oh, I was at work the other day. That night I was there till super, super late. And I watched this show, this movie called Slingshot. Have you guys seen that movie? Oh my gosh. If you have not seen that movie, you should watch that movie. It's crazy. Crazy. It's called Slingshot. It's not a newer movie. But I've watched things like over and over and over. Like when I'm at work and I'm doing like a task that takes several hours, like I'll turn on because I have like earbuds, I can listen while I work. I'll watch I'll put on a movie like Interstellar, or I'll put on a series that I've seen a few times. And I was looking for something different. And so I went to movies like something, and that came up. And the ending was like, are you serious? I'm not going to spoil it, but if you haven't seen it, go watch the trailer and see if you want to watch it. Because it's a good movie. The ending is a little mind-blowing though. I will say that. Amazon Prime, that's where I watched it. All right, let me get this green out of here. And then I'm gonna paint this one right here, the warm beige. So that you guys can have like, oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. I'm so impressed with myself. I'm so super impressed. Now this is not gonna be the exact color because it's over this yellow. But it's a good marker for color. And I'll replace this piece tomorrow. Pretty sure it's probably at work. It's probably stuck in one of our boards. Oh, that was too much. So I did link in the little chain link down by the comments. I did link the new collection with all the new kits. That way you don't have to sort through like the whole shop. You can just kind of go and see what's new. And then you can go like check out all the different collections. But this is in the Spindle collection, not the Spindle base, but the Spindle collection. That's where this one is. And OMG. It doesn't look the same, but it's a good color to just stick it in there so we can see what it looks like. How adorable is this? So in between in your yellow, you could do like little polka dots, you could do little patterns to really like dress up your hot air balloon. This is so good. Okay, I'm gonna put all these paints away because I'm done with them. And now I'm gonna sand and put it together, and it's gonna be really good. If we wanna do any embellishing, we can add little whimsy bits, we can add whatever. And if you decide that you wanna get this cut out, you could do different, like I said, paper patterns. You could do scrapbook papers. You could do bold and vibrant colors. You could do a black and white. You could do a monochromatic. So many different ones you could do. I'm gonna clean out this lid because this lid was getting stuck when I put it back on. There was a big chunk in there. All right. So I'm gonna set that aside. All of those, these two. That, let me clean out this brush. All right, that's clean. Okay, I have, look, y'all, let me show you. So I have all these colors literally sitting here that I'm going through that I pulled for consideration. I don't know if you guys do this when you do your crafting and stuff, but this is all the colors that I had pulled to choose from that's just sitting here. So it's not uncommon that I get a bunch of colors just so I have choices, especially when I don't have my paint kind of right next to me to go through. So just sharing with you that happens sometimes. So Jimmy Carter was finally laid to rest next to his wife, 100 years old. Wow, not for the faint of heart like me, bless him. Listen, I want to live to 100. I pray to God every day that he gives me a long time on this earth. Some people pray to just go meet Jesus real fast. I'm like, I want to be here. I also want to go to heaven. But, you know, I also want to be here. I don't know. I guess it's like we should want to go be with the Lord, but I also want to be on the earth. Crazy. All right, I'm just going to sand my clouds just a little bit. I'm primarily focusing on the edges. All right, let me pull this off of here, set it aside. I'm gonna get my backer, and I'm gonna take my rougher grit, yeah, this one, and I'm gonna do the edges a little bit more than I did when I first sanded it. I'm pushing a little hard. Okay, and then I'm gonna start gluing everything onto the little spots that they go on. All right, so this one goes here. I'm gonna glue that there. Look, I still have my lid. What an accomplishment. So they're outlined so you know where to glue them. On your board. So just like that. It looks like a little puffy cloud. It's cute. All right, next, let's do this one. There's a blue spot on our cloud. Good night, Lisa. I know it's late. I talked a lot, but I haven't been here in like days. I had so much to talk about. I really want to fix that spot right there. So there was a little blue drip and I just touched it up. All right, so this one goes over here. Oh, keep shifting it. All right. It's so good. Yes. Of course, I'm gonna share a picture. Can't help myself. All right, this is a little one that goes up top. And sanding is optional. Most of you guys know that, but in case you didn't, I just love to sand pretty much everything. Go up. Kind of glue. This is stick fast. And sometimes it sticks so fast, and it's the thick version. So you want to get stick fast thick. It's running anywhere from like $16 to $17 for that bottle, but I'm telling you right now, it's worth it. And anybody else who's bought the stick fast knows how long it lasts. It lasts a really long time, and it's 100% worth that. You definitely get way more than you do of like the other super glues. And I'm telling you, I'm putting this much on there. Like, that's probably still too much. But I like to put a little in the spot and then I'll like wiggle it around and then place it. And I mean, just that fast. I was almost gonna pick it up, but I didn't. Where'd that piece go? Oh, it was on me. It was on me. Let me grab it, let me grab it, let me grab it. Oh, I dropped it. It sticks really fast. That's my point that I was trying to make, is it'll stick really quick. And it's like concrete. Once it's kind of stuck, it's there. And it don't come off. All right. We'll need to, yeah, we will. Working on some new personalized stuff for this year too. Definitely, we do some kid stuff. Like I released a dino girl and a dino boy. They're so adorable. I mean, great for adults and kids. Riley loves dinosaurs. And so I wanted to do these little dino kits. You have to go look at them. They're so fun. But it's a boy and a girl option, and they're great for a kid's craft. And so Avery and Riley are gonna be so excited to do those. They're sick right now, so I was gonna have Avery stay, but it'll probably have to be another time. All right, there's our clouds. All right, let's do our baskets. Now your basket, you can do pretty much what you want to with it. It's just the under color where your stuff gets glued to. And then I'm just gonna sand these down just a little bit. And glue them on. Okay, now that it's glued, I can hold it up and like show you how it looks. And I'm just sanding like in between the little parts. Like just a little bit, like not a lot. So just a smidge. And these fit the curvature, so you just kind of have to watch for that. All right, so there's those two. Let's do the last one. This goes this way. This little basket is so cute. All right, so there's the bottom of the basket. And then we're gonna do the ropes. So the ropes are darker. I did them a little darker brown. And I'm just gonna sand direction that the rope is going. And we want to go this way. I gotta get it in just the right spot. There's the bottom. All right, so the rope is going up the side. All right, let's do, I'm gonna glue this on and then I'm gonna sand it. You know that's some really good glue if you can glue it on and then go sanding on it. All right, let's glue this in place. All right. Oh my goodness. I cannot see what I'm doing. Okay, I think I got it this time. So our little basket is glued on. Now we're gonna do our hot air balloon and then we're gonna glue all of these on. So I'm gonna sand this. And I painted our little piece there because it's gonna hold our place for where the other spindle goes. I'm really sanding the edge. So that's how it looks. All right, so let's glue them onto this and then let's glue it on. How about that? All right, let's start at the top. We have our blue. Oh no, I popped that off the end. Be careful, because that little piece right there, it's really, could be an issue. All right, and then I'm gonna sand these little middle sections. It's completely optional, like I said. So now it looks kind of like that. All right, so this one goes up top. Right there. Just like that. Cute. All right, next is the warm beige. Do the same thing with this one. It's a little bit lighter, so it's going to be a little harder to distress. But I have an idea. So let's take, not that color. Let's take this one. And we're gonna do in between. So you can just see how that completely changed that whole look. And we're probably gonna do the same thing with the blue one. Let's do, I think this is gonna be too vibrant, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Just going on each side like that, each side of it. And these are not the high, full coverage. These are just like very transparent, but they give a lot of little dimension and they're great for that. Especially if you don't want to like mix up a watercolor and like do the shading. Those are a great alternative for that. And super easy. Oh my God. So I'm missing a piece.
What?
I'm missing this one. But
no.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at. Tell me how adorable this is.
It's so adorable.
It's so much cuter painted than it just is plain. All right, this one's next.
Yeah, it's so cute. Those colors are really pretty.
So I went on Google and I looked for colors that were like pastel. Well, I looked for pastel or soft colored hot air balloon. Mm-hmm. And I came up with a color palette, but it's really pastel.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like going and driving out to the craft building.
So funny.
I'm not walking out there. I'm not doing it. I'm absolutely not doing it. It's probably not dark enough. Oh, maybe. Let's try again.
That looks better.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how it just transforms?
Mm-hmm.
It's drying a lot lighter though, so I feel like I need to go up a shade. See how it starts to like disappear? Like, look right here. It looks like I didn't even do anything.
I think you put 2 layers here though. And then, you see how it's darker right
Yeah,
here? I think
maybe
you
I
did
did.
2 coats.
Let's see.
Yeah, that looks better.
All right, let's try it. Oh, it reminds me of the end of The Wizard of Oz, the big balloon.
Why do I not remember a balloon from The Wizard of Oz?
I feel like I need to watch The Wizard of Oz.
Big balloon. Hold on, let me Google it. Because I'm like, what? You're surely thinking of a different movie. Oh wait, there was a balloon. Doesn't Oz get in a balloon?
I feel like that's.
They all get
I
in
feel
a
like that's what
balloon?
happens. Okay, here's this one. Look at that on the camera. It looks so dimensional.
Yeah, it does.
But ow. All right. Oh, I almost lost it. Everyone says hello, April.
Hello, everyone. Oh, it looks like that.
Oh. There's a balloon. There sure is. Yeah, the old man left it.
The old man.
Oh, gosh.
Oz just disappeared.
Yeah, he was like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm done with y'all. Are you cold? Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want y'all to know that all the things that y'all see in the pictures for our new release, April took and glued all of them together for me. And I was like, doesn't it make you want to craft them all like right now?
I don't remember what I said.
You were not very excited.
Oh, did you tell them about the beets?
I did. I also told them, girl, did you try the beet gummies?
No, I did not.
Go open it and smell it. It's like candy.
Oh, really? Most gummies are.
Well, that multivitamin is not.
Oh, really?
No. No. It is not. Doesn't it? But you know what? It didn't upset my stomach. It smells like candy. You should have gotten them.
Oh, that is good.
It really is.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, I'm doing this blue. It's like a candy. It's what it tastes like. It doesn't taste like beets at all.
Yeah, all my gummy vitamins are like that.
You have pears.
Those pears, let me check it today.
With
Yeah, they still have it. So you know how pears, when you get pears, they're like tough.
Yeah.
And then after you have them for a couple days, they soften up. These have never softened up. I don't know if it's a different kind of pear.
It probably is a different kind of pear.
They just
They're rock hard.
Yeah, they just never got soft. And I've eaten a few of them because I was like, they need to get eaten. But they don't have a good flavor to them.
The Angel Food Cake, she got the fat-free Cool Whip in there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You know, I was in the bathroom just now thinking, I have not had a Dairy Queen in probably about 4 months.
Same.
And I feel like, you know, I can reward myself.
You can
with
reward
the ice
yourself.
cream.
However, I need Dairy Queen to be lactose-free.
Well, that's why you take your medication first.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I will tell you, the lactate milk, I ate a bowl of Cheerios, and it did not upset my stomach.
You know, Ben & Jerry's has a lactose free ice cream.
I did not know
like
that.
a vegan ice cream, and it's actually really good.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Definitely gonna have to look into it. All right, we're last one, and then we gotta do our little easel back.
I'm always so low on my calories. It's like
Same.
I have not hit 2,000 calories at all. Like since I started tracking my calories.
Well,
I'm lucky if I hit 1,500.
my doctor said it is important to get your calories and your protein.
Well, the most important thing is the protein, because you could eat it on a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
As long as you get your protein. So I feel like I'm doing okay with protein. Like, okay, because if I start to, when I don't let myself get full when I eat, like where I feel like I guess I'm full, but I'm not like over full.
Yeah.
So I'll eat like more of my, like when I eat a salad, I'll eat a decent like amount of it, and then when I know I'm starting to feel full, I'll just eat the protein.
Well, what's crazy about the salad is there's so much water content.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to eat like all my lettuce.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, that chicken was so good.
I ate some chicken tonight. I just ate greens and the chicken. I didn't eat this because I've eaten salad.
I could eat salad every day.
And I feel like I say that too, but then I did eat salad today already. So that is technically I've eaten salad every day.
So yesterday we had the Asian salad from Zaxby's.
So
Today we had the Asian salad, and then we had a salad for dinner.
We have had the Asian salad every day except for the day we had the Chick-fil-A salad, which was yesterday.
Yeah.
And I did try the blue salad.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I don't like blue cheese.
It's really good.
Mark would probably love it.
Like, if we do salad tomorrow, I will get that salad. It is delicious.
I'm missing the piece.
I wonder how the heck that happened.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't do that one.
But it's a large piece.
Which is crazy.
I cut these at the same time. They were both test cut. This is the other test cut. You glued one together, and then I had this one.
But I don't think I took those off the machine.
Did I do that?
I have no idea.
I don't either. No clue. I'm gonna add a little extra.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
This is so, it's so good. Breyers has a lactose-free ice cream.
Is this strawberries? What is this? What is this?
Oh, we made the pull-apart bread one night.
What is this?
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, and people were talking crap to us. No wonder you're so fat, fatty. You're making pull-apart bread at midnight. Oh gosh.
They must live such boring lives. The people who just...
Yeah.
April. What is that?
Strawberry. But smell it. Does it smell funny to you?
It's puree.
Kind of smell like vomit. Strawberry vomit.
It could be the bowl.
That is so cute.
It's so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna do little white. It's not good.
They're very tart strawberries. I think she took fresh strawberries and made this.
Probably.
And I would have added sugar, which I see why she didn't add sugar. But
It's sugar free.
oh my. I can't do that. Can't do that.
I mean, you could just do the Cool Whip.
That just sounds so boring. It sounds so boring.
Boring. Okay, so I did little white dots there. And I'm gonna do little dashes here.
Look if I stand here long enough, something will jump out.
Did the little dashes. It's really subtle, but in person it looks really good. All right, let's do the dots again.
Blueberries.
That was a lot.
I know, Fridge, calm down.
You know there's peanut butter cups, right?
I just don't want chocolate. What is this?
What is what?
Oh, they're mini grapes.
Mini grapes.
They're, I mean, super tiny. I thought they were blueberries.
Do the dashes.
Look how little they are. They're teeny, teeny, teeny.
Oh, those are tiny.
They're called candy snacks.
Candy snaps?
Mm-hmm.
Do they taste like candy?
I don't know. Let me eat one and tell you.
Try it and see.
Probably will. Oh my god. It's a sin that they're this small.
It's a sin.
They're so good.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I could eat that whole box.
I know.
Candy snaps?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
And some of them are super tiny. Look how little this one is.
I do not know how a snack can be so good.
Uh-huh.
Those are better than the candy,
The cotton candy one?
the cotton candy ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is really good.
I've never heard of that.
Me either.
She must have just got those today.
Yeah, I think so.
There is such a shadow. I cannot see what I'm doing here. Candy snap grapes are so good. Surely we have just discovered that.
Right? Mm. Ooh,
What are those?
a blueberry.
She's just sitting here trying fruits.
Mm. Okay. I will eat some of this. We'll start that.
Okay, I did little white embellishments. It's
That is
super
adorable.
subtle, but
No, but that's adorable. It really is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. That's a correct size piece.
and then I'm on the white. I'm doing the little white lines. You probably won't be able to see them very good, but I can see them.
There's only 25 calories in two tablespoons of Cool Whip.
Yeah.
1,
She's
2.
Is it fat free?
Pardon me. You know, taking vitamins I've noticed has made me like very, like, I don't know if it's
I had more indigestion with
Yeah.
those pill vitamins. I did not have any today with that gummy. I was so thankful.
Is that you only took those? How many vitamins do you take every day?
Normally I only take the one pill and the vitamin D.
And
No,
the hair, nail.
the hair and nail, the multivitamin, the vitamin D,
Mm-hmm.
and then
The beet.
no, the beets. I just got those.
Okay. What?
Oh my gosh. Okay, well I did a little highlight on the clouds. Like it's super subtle, but I love the little I love that the balloon is yellow and colorful and so fun. She is she's literally raining.
In a healthy way.
She is. It's a very rare instance where we're at midnight and you're having anything.
No, I normally would not do this.
It's a rarity.
Well, you normally would not do this. Old April would do this.
I'm eating dinner at midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at 2 a.m. I need a snack.
Yeah.
Take it back.
Okay. So this actually gets an easel back that comes with the kit, so it stands up on its own. And the way that you do this, in case you've never done the easel back, is this is the plate that you glue onto the back. So add you some glue, and then take this and put this at the very bottom of the back, like make it flush at the bottom, and then stick this on. And you just want to line it up to where the side pieces are in the middle of those little openings. And this is going to create our picture back. And then I'll get that piece tomorrow and I'll glue it on. And then tomorrow, I think we're gonna do I wanna do the ghost.
The heart ghost? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That one is so cute.
I really wanna do that one. So we have a bunch of new Valentine's kits. I know some of y'all don't do Valentine's. I did do a really decent amount of Valentine's stuff, just because some people do enjoy doing it. If you like to do Valentine's crafting, you should go check out the Valentine's collection because there's a bunch of new stuff. It's so good. There's new spring. There's a small spring, but then I'm working on other new spring. There is a few St. Patrick's. I have not done the Easter. The Easter is still sitting there. I photographed some of it. I'm cutting the rest of it. We have a St. Patrick's hutch coming. There's a plant lover's hutch and an XOXO hutch in case, you know, you guys are obsessed with that. And I'm working on another everyday hutch. So there's a new release of that one. And I'm working on spindle inserts right now. I've got about 12 of them done. So this is your little like picture back like this. And it'll stand up on its, this is so stinking cute.
It is.
Look at this.
It's adorable.
Even though it's missing the one, it's so adorable.
See, now I should have done that one with you.
You should have done it. You did such a good job on the color choices. Shirley, I had to go to Google for inspiration because I was trying to like figure out, because normally a hot air balloon, the shape of it goes like up and down. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it going sideways, but I did. When I put the spindles on and tried to curve them, they just looked weird, and it just didn't look right. So I ended up doing it this way, and I really like how it turned out. I would say I wish I would have made the balloon a little bit of an even lighter shade of yellow, but it's still so super cute. And you can't see the white. I feel like there's a little bit of a reflection or some sort of glare maybe, but I added a little white in between on the yellow. And I just did little like dashes and then little like circles. And like I said, I'm gonna have to get this one. Then I took the alcohol markers, which I probably should have done a little bit more on the blue. The green turned out really good. This one could probably use a little bit more, but I'll finish doing the little details. And then the basket with the rope is so cute. And then the clouds And remember how I told you about the background and the reason why I did the little streaking like that? Because it kind of looks like it's floating. It looks like it's just floating up in the sky. What I should have also added was a little person. Yeah. It's like unmanned.
Oh, little sandbags.
Oh, little sandbags. Dang.
That would be cute.
Listen, I can only fit so much detail in a small area. So this is a new kit that we just released yesterday. If you've not gotten any notifications or did not know, we released all of our new kits. There is Valentine's, there is St. Patrick's, there is spring, there is a few Easter. Easter would be like, gosh, I think that there's only like a couple of Easter that we did. There is new huggers. There's new add-ons for the sitters. There is, what else did I do?
A lot, I feel like.
It was the huggers.
Mm-hmm. The huggers is going to answer the mountain sitters. The St. Patrick's sitters. This.
I'm still working on like an everyday, like everyday kits.
Yeah.
There's so many collections to like nurture right now because of the time of year. Because Valentine's is very short. St. Patrick's is very short. Some people do Valentine's, some people don't. Some people are obsessed with St. Patrick's and despise Valentine's. Some people do like go straight from winter to spring. So it's like trying to like serve all the things and get it all done is just, it's been a lot. But we released 100 and, no, it wasn't 100. It was 60,
I know it was a lot.
60 something. Maybe with the add-ons and the huggers, it was more.
I think so. It had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we did, what, 20 huggers? Or 20 add-ons or 20 huggers?
Or maybe there were more add-ons than huggers. Or maybe not.
I don't know. But there's a good bit. So, also, if you're on our email list, please go check your email because we sent a discount code today to people on our email list. So if you want to go and get some savings... my favorite is a Highland Cow letters one. Yes, the
with the balloons.
My favorite is the moose. Oh wait, there is a Highland Cow in a bathtub coming.
That one's precious.
The designer, her business is Lucky Hearts Designs, and so she does these random releases of like. She'll work on a design and then she'll release it. She'll work on something and she'll release it. And then sometimes she'll like work on a collection and release it. But she did, which I have a feeling there's going to be a moose bathtub. I don't know, but it's so cute. So there is so I told April I want to work on a bathroom collection. And I also am going to work on a laundry basket. The little crate with the tulips. April had said she thinks that possibly the add-ons might be compatible, so I'm going to check tomorrow, and if they are, then you can use that crate because those flowers just slide in and out.
It's so cute.
You don't have to glue them in. They're just sitting in there. The crate has a little pocket, so you can possibly use the add-ons with that too. So, oh goodness. So the good old days back in the other house. That's true. It's never a dull moment. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll take a picture tomorrow whenever I get this little piece put in and I'll show it to you guys. But I'm going to go and let y'all enjoy the rest of your night. And this is so stinking cute. I hope you go get it. And please use your discount code so you can save some money. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow. So y'all enjoy your night and I'll see you next.